Today I'm doing a flavor build that I've named the Shredder. Now the Shredder comes from one of our subscribers, Fledgling. Fledgling is one of my favorite character builders, and this is something he put up on the Discord. If you haven't checked out our Discord, you can feel free to go there. There's a bunch of people who are doing some character creation stuff. Now the concept behind this character is we're just basically trying to get as many attacks as possible and make those attacks count. So how are we doing that? Well, first off, we're going to be a Longtooth shifter. Longtooth shifter is a very cheap way to get a bonus action attack. We can do it for a proficiency bonus amount of combats a day, so it's pretty efficient. On top of that, it comes with a couple skill proficiencies and, more importantly, dark vision to boot. As for our stats, we're going to take +2/+1. We're going to have 16 in strength and constitution, 14 in dexterity, and 10 in wisdom, while we dump intelligence and charisma. At level 1, we're going to take fighter. We're going to pick up the greatsword. We're going to use heavy armor. We're going to take the defense fighting style. At this level, we're at 2 attacks. We have our greatsword attack and then our Longtooth attack as a bonus action. Level 2, we get fighter 2, we get action surge, so our maximum amount of attacks is going to be 3 attacks. At level 3, we're going to pick up the Echo Knight. Now we have unleashed incarnation, so our maximum amount of attacks at this level is going to be 5 attacks. That's a lot of attacks for level 3. Of course, normally we're still doing 2, but there's going to be moments where we can go crazier. At level 4, we're going to pick up an ASI, and we're going to pick up the Strength ASI. Strength ASI is really big on this build because we are very much focused on being strikers, and the more attacks you do, the more strength is going to come into play, both for hits and that extra damage it does on the tail end. So strength is huge for this because we're doing so many attacks. And at level 5, of course, we get extra attack. Our maximum amount of attacks at this level is going to be 7 attacks. All right, here we're going to switch it up a little bit. At level 6, we're going to take Barbarian. At level 1, we get Rage, and we're going to begin switching over to medium armor because we don't want to be using heavy armor as a Barbarian. At level 2, we get Reckless Attack. Reckless Attack has fantastic synergy with Echo Knight because we can Reckless Attack with a melee attack through our Echo and still position ourselves far enough away that they can't attack us back with advantage. They can attack our Echo, but they don't get advantage against the Echo. So if they want to come hit us, they might be taking an opportunity attack from us, so we're just compounding our damage even more and more, or they might not be able to hit us at all. At level 8, we're going to Barbarian 3, and we're going Path of the Beast. The Path of the Beast is going to give us more attacks. So now we can action, attack with our greatsword, and then attack with our claw. Then we get a free attack because we used our claw. And then we can bonus action use our Longtooth attack. We can unleash our incarnation for another attack. Then we can action surge and then do another unleashed incarnation and another 2 greatsword attacks. So we're looking at a total of 8 attacks at this level. Keep in mind, if you action surge, you can't use your claw for 2 attacks again on the action surge turn. So you're going to want to use your greatsword twice. Of course, we need to set up Rage, which is a bonus action. We need to set up our Longtooth Strike, which is a bonus action. So we're not going to be able to do that on turn 1. We can do it at turn 2, however. At level 9, we're going to be picking up Fighter 6 to get a Strength ASI once more. It is still just as good as it was before, so we want that right now. Level 10, we're going Fighter 7. This gives us the ability to use our Unleashed Incarnation as a scout and gives us a lot of out-of-combat utility. Very Find Familiar-esque. At level 8, we have some options. We have Resilient Wisdom. At this point, Wisdom is basically our biggest weakness, and so having a good Wisdom, even though it's a half feat and we're not getting the benefits of that half feat, just getting proficiency in Wisdom is actually a huge deal. So Resilient Wisdom is still up there. Sentinel is also up there just because we're an Echo Knight, and Sentinel is fantastic on Echo Knights, but also con buffs at this level, both make us more tanky and to give us more Unleashed Incarnations. Now the nice thing is whatever we decide to do here, we're going to be able to do the rest because we're a fighter, we're getting more ASIs quicker. So take whatever you want the most, and then you can take what you didn't take later. Moving forward past this level, we're going to keep going fighter. This does multiple things for us. Most importantly, it's going to give us more attacks. That's what we're all about. We want that extra attack that we get at fighter 11. On top of that, we're also getting Indomitable, and combined with Resilient Wisdom, we have great saves in all of the big saves, and then we have Indomitable to back them up. So our save game is actually really fantastic, as well as our AC and health game. So we have a very strong defense and a very strong offense. Our only real weakness being our range, and Echo Knight does once again cover that quite a bit. So we are a very well-rounded character at this level. Up until this level, we have been struggling with wisdom saves though, to be fair. So it's not like we have very few weaknesses the whole campaign, but the further we get, the fewer weaknesses we have. And once we hit level 14, we're going to be able to do 2 greatsword attacks, 2 claw attacks, 1 Longtooth attack, 1 Unleashed Incarnation attack, action surge, 3 greatsword attacks, and then an Unleashed Incarnation attack. That's an insane amount of attacks. So I really like this build just for the fact that you tear things to bits. I think that's awesome, and you have a bunch of defenses to back it up. Loving it. So thank you, Fledgling, for the awesome character idea. And if you guys have some character ideas, I'd love to hear them in the comments down below. But with that, I hope you have yourselves a lovely day, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.